and welcome to yet another eye-opening episode of the Property Show. Today's highlight is on different topics ranging from land acquisition to interior decor ideas and the new force in telecommunication moving us forward. On the Property Pick of the Week, we explore and piece together different parts of our traditional African gold, land, as well as other investment opportunities available in the market. On our home ownership segment, we pick up from where we left off with Monica's inspiring home ownership story.
For us, when we were purchasing our home, I insisted whatever is on the brochure must be what is in the sale agreement.
Finally, we see a variety of untapped investment opportunities readily available in the market. Connect with us on our social media platforms and let's chat. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a great show. As always, there is something for everyone. If you're looking to make an investment in an asset that appreciates in value over time, look no further than our traditional African gold, land. With that in mind, let's find out what is available in the market. They say, do not wait to buy, buy and wait. Let's get started at Rock Meadows, Kitengela. With less than $1 million, you can hop onto the property ladder.
Rock Meadows. This 20-acre exclusively gated community is located 8 kilometers from Kitengela town and 1.7 kilometers off Mombasa Road, the turnoff right after KAG University. It is strategically located close to Kenchik with an upcoming industrial park and universities such as KAG, KCA, Kampala University and East Africa universities within the vicinity. It is perfectly positioned for quick and easy transport links. The close Mombasa Road and bypasses earmarked for construction means that access to most parts of Kenya will be trouble-free. The parcel is fully serviced with an additional advantage of panoramic views of the Lukenya Hills. Amenities include borehole, clubhouse with gym and spa, Cabro-paved service roads, security systems and internet, children playground, and mini supermarket.
Let's catch up with some of the investors of this project.
Nilipendelea kununua eneo hili kwa sababu ya ile mambo nimeona, mambo mazuri. Hapa ni karibu na Nairobi, Konza City, tena njia ya kwenda Kajiado, na pia hiyo ni diaspora, barabara ya kutembea mpaka Tanzania. Tena hapa kuna university mingi sana surrounding us, na ndio nimefurahia hapa. Tena weather hapa ni nzuri, kuna stima, kuna maji. Nimefurahishwa na hii area kabisa. Ile kitu imenivutia zaidi kabisa ni kuona hili shamba liko na rutuba, na zile ploti zitajengwa hapa ni ploti ambao mimi nitafurahia kukaa na kuishi na watoto wangu. Juu hii ploti lazima tujenge nursery school na shopping center. Maoni yangu, kuinvest kwa mashamba hata ni nzuri sana kushinda kuinvest kwa bank. Juu kwa bank, shamba ninaweza invest, alafu tena niuze. Naweza nunua leo, kesho niuze zaidi. Juu naona watu wa diaspora wamenunua mashamba hapa, naweza karibisha kila mtu ambaye anataka kununua shamba hapa, you are very welcome.
Next, we explore affordable and unique real estate solutions with Datani Enterprise.
Datani Enterprises Company Limited was formed in 1995 with an aim to fill the gap in the real estate sector, aiming to provide affordable and decent real estate solutions. It is committed to maintaining the highest levels of customer service with its highly skilled, professional and experienced team. Over the last 20 years, Datani has delivered real estate solutions to over 5,000 happy clients, many of them repeat customers.
We all know land is our African gold, and the big question has always been, where do you begin your search for this gold? Today, we are speaking to experts who understand this process too well and make this process hassle-free. Karibu sana on the show, and thank you for having us in your offices.
Thank you and welcome again.
Alex, I know that you have been in this industry for many years. We've been through this journey for a long time. And you're one of the few people I know that has been buying and selling land to Kenyans, affordable land, and you keep evolving. Let's go through your journey.
Datani Enterprises. This is a 23-year-old company which has been in this industry. It's owned by directors Alex Mwema, who is a certified public accountant, and Mrs. Mwema, who is a lawyer. Of course, after university, I didn't think about land then, because I did appreciate the value of land then, because I was a young man. Then, of course, I finished university. I started working. I even opened a practice. Then that was in Jogo Road. I had a mechanic who was making cars for me. Then the mechanic would keep on telling me, Mwema, it requires a plot. It requires a plot. Then he took me to a place called the Clay Works and told me, Mwema, this land will be good. From here to town is 10 minutes. He told me, buy this land, what it will be useful to you. That is the road from Kasarani police station to Warren. And they got the land, I think, about 40,000. Then when I got my papers, I forgot about the land. After a year or so, one of my friends who was working for a parastatal gave me an offer that I've seen your plot somewhere. Somebody told me this is your plot. I'd like to buy it from you. And the price you offered me initially was something above what I had bought it. I said no. I didn't require the money. Then you offered double. You offered 3 times. You offered many times. Eventually, I was enticed to sell. Then I realized that look, I'm a professional accountant. If this is the sort of money I can make from selling a plot in one transaction, which is like what I make in 6 months. Why not do this again? The money from Kawasukari, I put some land in Donholm. And from there, I made some more money, which I took to Kitengela.
The journey began.
That's our base now. The things kept on multiplying. You buy at say 100,000. When you do everything, you get about 3 or 400,000. That's how the journey of Datani began.
Where would our viewers find your plots?
You'll get them in Kagudo Road, a place called Mala. You find them on Utawala area, Bakasi, several schemes. You find them in Syokimau, which is very fast selling. You find them in Athi River, KMC area. You find them along that road towards Kinanie. We have got several schemes along the road. You find them in Kitengela, there's a virus. You go to Isinya and there's virus. You go to Twala. Twala is Rongai area.
And what's your price like?
It depends on where the land is and what's the development is. You start with about 500,000 on Konza Road, and At Mala, you go at 700,000.
For an eighth?
Yes, for an eighth. And some places like Mombasa, you also have schemes in Mombasa, Baburi, they go as much as 2.5 million. So it depends on how is your pocket, how is your desire.
And what are you looking for?
Yes.
We know that the market has evolved, and a lot of the buyers, especially our viewers, are very sophisticated and they're looking for more. They're looking for land that is fully serviced. There's water, the roads are ready, there's electricity, even internet. What are you offering Kenyans today? And are you meeting those standards?
What we normally do is, most of our schemes, when you buy a piece of land like 5-10 acres, we normally do, first of all, do a boundary, which can be stone wall to make it a gated community. Number two, we do roads, at least to Maram grade. From there, we put a gate so that because somebody's investment is secure. We get a gateman's house. We post a watchman there. These 65 days a year. We try to bring in basic infrastructure like water, power, and then we also do something called neighborhood association. When we say we make sure that we have a group for your neighbors. You have a chairman, you have a secretary, such that you're able to really move together. So that way, we don't just let you be alone. We have, say, about 50 in a scheme. We form into a group. We even take it to a bank, just in case you may want to borrow. We make sure that you know where the bank is. In fact, we even give you building teams. If you want to construct, we give you the whole team of the architect, the engineers, approved plans. We even help you to get the plans approved at the council. And we also deal with council. Sometimes council can be a nuisance in development. We deal with that. And whether even if you're not there, like today we are doing 2 projects for people in diaspora. We're actually helping them to construct when they are, one is in Sweden, another one is Dubai. We actually help supervise such that you don't really have to worry. All you need to do is go to the bank, deposit the money there, or people work, and then the bank pays them as they work.
Again, we know that our African gold has its own challenges, and we've seen a lot of people telling us that they bought land, they never got their title deeds as stipulated in the contract, and somehow they feel like they don't know who to trust. What are the challenges, and what do you do to make sure that every person who buys land from you actually gets the land?
When you are buying a land as a purchaser, the first thing you do is know who is selling to you. If it's a company, go and make such as a registrar of companies. If it's a person, go and make sure that is that person, the ID says Modoni, is it the same Modoni like this one? So you need to make sure that what is the documents is what is in the company's name. Then of course also the documents. Make sure that the particular plot you are seeing, there's a title for it. Don't be told that you've got 10 acres, we shall divide and then do like that. There are some companies in Bakazi who are 50 years now still pursuing titles. So maybe when you are buying land, is first of all ensure that you know which area you are talking about. Then number 2, see the particular plot. You can see beacons. Okay, so confirm this is the land I want. That is not really, it's flat, it's a swamp. Then from there, get the records. There'll be a title, there'll be a mutation backing it up. There'll be RIM which reconciles the plot to the national map. There'll be even numbers. You can ask them when an agent is going to show you their land, come back alone to see whether you'll be challenged by
Talk to the neighbors.
Talk to the neighbors. You find out, is this land so and so? Most people will do it for free. Tell you, oh, your land iko na shida. That land has got issues. So most neighbors will know about this. Then from there, when we have done this, also talk to a good, a reputable company. A company has been there for about a year or 2. Even when you are employing somebody, you ask for 3 months some probation. So make sure the company you are dealing with has got some experience dealing with the land. Do they have any history of litigations? There are some companies that are, have issues. So you can still look at the Google that up. What is there about this company? So when you're and also the directors, because the company is just a name, but the people who actually matter is the directors. Are the directors, do they have issues with the law? Have they paid their taxes? Those are things you really confirm, because you can pay your money today, then you find the carriers taking the land. So when you find that when you overcome those challenges now, and then also visit the land's office. Is the land and the papers okay? Is there a green card? Do a search. And if you look at also the history of the land, how did the land get to this particular search? The land is owned by Modoni. How did she acquire the land? You can you can go back to see how was it subdivided. So when you have found that the land is clean, now you can start transacting. When you do that, you avoid problems of land, which are very painful, because when you start a land case, it goes on for years and years and years. How we overcome that as an attorney is that we make sure that every land we sell, first we purchase the land. We finish buying it from Kamau.
You acquire the land and pay Kamau, and then it belongs to you.
It becomes to our name. Number two, we go a step further. We subdivide the land, because today you can find that I've got 10 acres in the name of the attorney. But when I go subdividing, you find that the government or the community has blocked the subdivision, or the local rules don't allow that. So we don't put into the markets the property until we have the small title, your particular title. Because even when the land is ours, like 10 acres, when you start subdividing it, there will be challenges of local zoning, there will be this, there will be that, there will be that. So when you have done all that, is when you come to you and tell you, look here, we got our 50 by 100 size of a plot, 50 size of a plot. This is the price, now get it.
To wrap up our conversation, what's your promise to Kenyans, and what should we expect going forward?
I would tell Kenyans that our population is increasing, so the demand for housing and therefore land will still go on, because the land is not expanding. They should get dues when they see them and plan ahead. Number two, as the attorney, we're even going a step further in value addition. We are saying that when you buy the plot, we're even going ahead and helping you to develop it, such that once you have been in town for 5 years, you have your place. Number two, now with the government going to the counties, with the county governments coming to action, we want to go to the counties. We are now in Nairobi County, we are now in Machakos County, we are now in Mombasa County, Kilifi County, and Kitui. Soon we'll be coming to your county. Watch this space.
Asante sana.
We deal with engineering, industrial machinery and spares, and for the future expansion, we thought it's necessary to get a parcel of land where we can build our offices and workshop. So the reason why I approached the attorney is that they offer genuine plots, and they also help you in getting in finances. From the first time when I saw the plot, it took me like a week to be sure that these are the right people to help me secure a plot to build my offices for my company. So the reason for that is they're genuine, their plots are genuine, they are clean, with clean title deeds, and their location was also ideal for my future business expansion. The first thing for you to do when you're looking for a plot is to do a due diligence, to make sure that the people who are selling the plot to you are the real owners. The attorney will do the dirty work for you. They will chase the banks for financing, they'll arrange the financing, they have their own lawyers, they'll get the lawyer for you, and they'll make the process easy for you. They'll take all the bottlenecks you face when buying a plot from you, and they do it. The good thing with them is that they also undertake the initial construction activities on the site. So actually it's a full house, you know, you get everything you want from them.
Process of buying a plot at Datani. 1. Showcase to the client land suitable for their needs, that is a residential plot to settle in, a commercial plot for commercial purposes, and agricultural land for farming. 2. Conduct a site visit. Identification of the land is through beacons and a land reference number. Next, the client is provided with a copy of the title deed to facilitate a search at the Ministry of Lands. After verification, the client discusses the terms of the contract, which includes purchase price, mode of payment. Once the terms are agreed upon, an offer letter is drawn. It is signed by both the client and Datani. Next, a deposit is paid by the client as a commitment to the contract. Lawyers are then engaged to draw up the formal sale agreement, which is executed by both the parties, witnessed by their lawyers. After the client has fulfilled all the terms of the offer, Datani delivers completion documents, which is either a title deed in the name of the client or an original title deed in the name of Datani. The client's lawyer will then initiate the process of conveyancing and convert the title to the client's name. Once the client receives a title in his name, the transaction is complete and she or he can proceed to do any development on the land. Datani sell land from 1/8 of an acre to 10,000 acres. Price ranges from 500,000 Kenya shillings to 7 million Kenya shillings, depending on the nearness to amenities and size of land.
What can we take away from today's topic of owning land, the African gold? Do your due diligence and partner with trusted companies. After the break, we bring tips on how to accessorize your doorstep with a simple touch of a mat. We'll be right back.
Tunasonga pamoja na wewe, tunasonga pamoja na wewe, tunasonga pamoja wewe, tunasonga pamoja wewe. Nifuate.
Chat for free, share for free, call for free. Dial star 544 hash and enjoy free WhatsApp. Telkom, moving with you.
Welcome back. First impression captures your soul. It's important to find a doormat that resonates with your style. Next, the accessory spot.
First impressions are always the most important. That's why it's essential to find a doormat for your home that resonates with your style. Having a place to wipe or dust off your feet before you step into your home is a great way to cut down on any extra dirt or crud getting inside. On top of cleanliness, doormats can be used as a decorative piece that will most often set the tone for the rest of your home. Doormats can be customized in many different ways, ranging from the type to the material to the design and even shape. Doormat type. A welcome mat comes in two main types, indoor and outdoor. Indoor mats are generally softer in texture and more comfortable than outdoor mats. In contrast, the outdoor mat is durable and rougher. The durability means that you can leave your doormat outside all year round, no matter the weather, and your mat will still last. Doormat material. The material type of a doormat is one of the most important factors when considering ideas for a welcome mat. Not only does the material affect the mat's durability, but it also affects comfort and its ability to brush off excess dirt from your shoes. Rubber is a good outdoor mat material because it's waterproof and it is resistant against the outside elements. If you want a welcome mat with optimal coarseness to wiping your feet, a natural fiber mat is the way to go. Synthetic mats are good for both indoor and outdoor use and are generally more affordable than natural fiber mats. Doormat design. Every doormat has a different personality. Some are fun and might feature a popular comic, and others come with an inspirational quote. Doormat shape. The shape of your doormat is another feature that can be switched up in order to add flair to your mat. Mats can be made in any shape. You can find regular shapes like square or rectangular mats. In order to have more walking space to clean your feet, you should consider a runner mat that extends longer than other mat types.
Are you looking to give your home a personalized feel with the latest decorative trends? Give us a call and we'll connect you to the right experts. Next, one of the influential forces edging closer by the day to move Kenyans forward as it aims to ease communication is Telkom. Let's hear more.
Tunasonga pamoja na wewe, tunasonga pamoja wewe, tunasonga pamoja wewe.
We were established 18 years ago as Telkom upon the split of the then Kenya Post and Telecommunication, which was split into Postal Corporation and the regulator, and then Telkom. Over those years, Telkom has matured and we have come of age. We are proud that we have been part of the mobile revolution that has had a huge impact on our economy and the way of life in our country. On behalf of the board, management and staff of Telkom Kenya, I wish to reiterate our long-term commitment to this market. We are committed to continuing keeping Kenya on the move.
Tunasonga pamoja na wewe, tunasonga pamoja na wewe.
Congratulations, Telkom. I'm really glad to see that we now have serious competition in the market. And I can assure you, from both the government and the regulator, we will ensure you have full support. I think we all have been seeking to have this opportunity. I think I should say one thing. I mean, there's so many things I would say about Telkom. But what I'll say is about Kenya moving. I think, just listening to the panelists, you can see that we have, a spirit that works for us. People are determined, they have passion, they want to move forward. And I'm seeing that, Telkom is creating that platform to allow, the country to continue to grow. And platforms are the way to go. But for you to know whether you're moving, usually you can't say things for yourself. Usually people from outside are the ones who will be able to tell you that. And I wanted to just give 3 examples of why Kenya is moving. Very recently, our president was invited to Downing Street. From there, he went to China. In China, only 28 countries in the world were invited for the Silk Road discussion. Our president was number 7 in the list. They acknowledge that Kenya is actually moving. I was privileged to be with him in Taormina, in Italy, for the G7 summit. Kenya was invited to G7. Maybe you might have forgotten some of the stories given here. There's a time we were told that choices have consequences. But you saw that he was actually invited to speak about innovation and technology, because Kenya is being seen to be leading in that area within Africa and globally. So I can say that globally we have been recognized, and this is contributions from all of us. And I'm really glad that Telkom is now working and we can work with them to see Kenya move even further.
Tunasonga pamoja wewe, tunasonga pamoja wewe. Nifuate.
Are you thinking of getting onto the property ladder and embarking on your first house hunting adventure? Then the bus tour is a great starting point that must be on your to-do list. Make a date with me and other professionals on our next bus tour. Book yourself a seat. Developers, investors, interior designers and service providers. Are you looking for a platform to showcase your products and services? The Upmarket Homes Expo is a great opportunity to expand your visibility. Book your spot today. Next, let's continue with Monica's inspiring home ownership story.
So if you have decided I want a home, you have to find out where and why there. Is it because of the schools? Is it because of where you work?
Is it because of capital gains?
Is it because of your capital? Is it because of what you can afford? Figure out. Once you have the whys covered and you have the location and you have a figure that you have locked in, then start saving. Let no one fool you that it will take forever, it is not possible to save. Of course, if you want to spend on fleeting luxuries, then they will come and go. But if you're focused, you will then achieve that dream, that home. Once you have that home, Nancy, I can now go and sit in any restaurant
and enjoy anything you want to enjoy. Yes.
I can go and shop wherever I want. My husband and I can go to
any holiday.
The Maldives now. But had we not, had we spent our money then on those things, then we would not be here having this conversation.
I always say home ownership is a sacrifice, and it's a big sacrifice.
True.
What are the processes that caught you off guard along the way?
I would say for me, what caught me off guard along the way, we have been blessed, I must admit. It was a positive challenge that the property came sooner than we anticipated. When we saw the house, we knew this is it. So of course, you've put monies in investments, and now you have to pull the cash back together and negotiate. But other than that, I would say God has been faithful. Yes. So once, if you're very clear, the Lord does organize your way, and it is smoother than you would anticipate. The title is clean, the property is within a good location, and yet it is fee simple, meaning it is not leasehold.
It's freehold.
It is freehold. So God is faithful. We were able to do a search and find out the property is okay. So God is faithful.
What is the one thing that you loved when you went inside there? You said, "This is it." You know, buying property is it's instincts. You actually get somewhere and say, "This is it."
This is it.
What was that? This is it for you.
One, space. Two, I have always wanted a home, because I grew up in Shags. I have always wanted a home with sufficient lighting. So this particular house, whether it is the dining, the lounge, the bedroom,
it has a lot of natural light.
A lot of natural light from the bedroom, my bedroom, the kids' bedroom to the kitchen. So it is excellent.
Is this your dream home, or do you have a dream home or a bigger home?
Well, you know, we always say the difference between a vision, a dream, a mission. You know, a vision stroke a dream, it's that thing that keeps you every morning waking up to achieve. So for now, God has given us what we wanted, exceeded our expectation. But is it the ultimate? Absolutely not. For now, this works because this is where kids would be able to go to school, you know, work and all that. But I would still want to have a retirement home where I have my garden and I have my cows, the village style, and I can give my grandchildren fresh carrots from the shamba and real milk.
Somebody watching you, of course, they look and say, "Wow, this has been the easiest thing." But yet I know as a lawyer, you know that there are so many challenges when one is buying a house. What would you advise somebody watching you? The steps they should follow, not to be conned or not to be distracted along this beautiful journey.
Yes. So besides what I have said up to this point, you know, being focused and all that, once you identify a premises and you say this is an apartment or this is a building that I'm interested in, first you have to do your due diligence. That I'm sure by now everyone knows. Due diligence. However, it is important to have a legal professional representing you. Not because you can't do it, But because they know much more, they're an expert in this, they know much more than you do. So once you do your search, they will be able to find out whether there are any encumbrances, whether there are any disputes, whether the green card is missing, and so there are red flags that
should be addressed.
Yes, we have had people selling people's lands.
Yes.
People constructing on people's property, and then you're caught up in disputes for the rest of your lives. You have lost money. You look for that developer, he's nowhere to be found. You waste money chasing after the money so you have to be very careful. Get a legal professional, not just any legal professional, a legal professional that is good at their job, and integrity is number one. They don't do shortcuts. So they're able to go to the Ministry of Lands, do a proper comprehensive due diligence. They're able to do a due diligence on whoever is selling the property to you. Are they real? If it is an individual, are they who they say they are? If it is a limited liability company, is it what they say they are? The development that they are doing, is it money funded from money that has been laundered or proceeds of crime? We know that is very live today. So you have to do due diligence. Then you have to appreciate the dynamics, and that is why it is important to get a lawyer. Now we have capital gains tax. Those are issues that you have to look into. You have the anti-bribery. You know, people are telling you, give me facilitation fee. No, that is against the law. And once the whip is cracked, people will find themselves in trouble. So there are many dynamics to look at. So once your due diligence is covered, the property itself, is it of sound structure? Today we have people who are selling you houses off plan. Or
like you bought off plan.
Yes. And we have been following and working with it, because when we got to the house, the internal walls had not been done, but the structure was up. And what they were working on and are still completing is the show house, which is a floor or so above us. So you have to come and look at the structure. You have to look at the plans. Get someone who is experienced to look at the plans. Do they make sense? Are the walls okay? You know, is the structure sound?
Get engineers as well.
Yes. Independent, not what the developer and his people and contractor are telling you. Someone completely independent. Let them have a look. Then they will tell you for sure this is a sound structure. So as you carry on, you will not have situations where the house is leaking and it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 floors up. Water is coming from someone's toilet all the way down to your house, your ceiling and your kitchen. So you have to be careful about such things. Other than that, what is most also very important is the sale agreement. And these documents that you sign prior, you will get a reservation, probably reservation letter, you pay some deposit before you go to the sale agreement. And you see, once you have paid some money at the reservation stage, you're bound. And then they will tell you down there, they will always tell you that you will sign their standard sale agreement. You have to be very careful when you're putting pen to paper. And remember, also, do not ever do a transaction on land that is mimi na wewe, gentleman, to
handshake.
No. That is against the law. We have the Law of Contract Act, which is very clear. When it is a transaction relating to land, it must be in writing. So if you shake hands and you go to court, the court will look at you and tell you ignorance of the law is no defense. So goodbye. You've lost your money, figure it out. So make sure it is in writing, number one. And make sure the content. Because for us, when we were purchasing our home, the interesting thing is that I insisted, whatever is on the brochure,
I must get it.
Whatever you're promising me right now.
And whatever we showed on the show.
Yes, must be what
you're signing
in the
for.
sale agreement. And all the amendments and proposed changes we wanted to the premises. So all those were included in the reservation letter. And then thereafter we did the sale agreement, which was also watertight. Believe you me, immediately thereafter, 2-3 weeks later, they tell us, oh, you know, we will need to move this and put it here. We told them, no.
This is what we agreed.
What is on the brochure?
Yes.
What does it show? I want exactly that. That is what you sold to me. That is what I bought. That is exactly what I want. They called the engineers. They called the owners from out of the country. I don't know who.
Turkey.
But there's nothing, the Turkey and Egypt, but there's nothing they could do. So we were able to get what we wanted. Now, assuming we had just signed, and would have given them the liberty to change things, and you end up not receiving what you initially wanted.
Was owning your home one of your happiest memories? Was it an adventure you'd like to share? Just call on us and we'll be at your doorstep. Next, the property gallery with untapped investment opportunities available in the market.
Integral parts of the Crystal Rivers experience is realizing your home ownership dream right at the edge of the city. Here you choose between 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses or the well-designed 3-bedroom apartments. Crystal Rivers give you the luxury of living close to all amenities in a far from ordinary location. Accommodation for 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses includes private garden, spacious lounge area, kitchen opens to the dining area, all bedrooms are ensuite with walk-in shower, working spaces, DSQ accessible from outside, and master ensuite with 2 wardrobes and bathtub. Salient features include stone wall topped with electric and razor wire, CCTV cameras, common gate, carport for 2 cars, independent access to the mall, swimming pool, gym, jogging track, backup generator for common areas, solar water heating, well-manicured gardens, biodigester, and riverfront views.
Acres at Mulolongo. Located off Mombasa Road at Mulolongo, Mavoko Municipality with access from Beijing Road. The land is 20 minutes drive from the Nairobi city centre and 5 minutes from the Syokimau train station. These 75 acres are divided into parcels of 5 acres and 2.5 acres. These plots are ideal for both commercial and residential developments as they are only 1 kilometer from the main all-weather access road. Residential communities in the area are Olenyori Estate and Great Wall Apartments. The plots are also in close proximity to the Athi River town and the major banks. Schools within the area include Joyland Preparatory School and Kitengela International School. Price available on request.
Thank you for watching the Property Show. Do you have idle land and would like to unlock value with the right partners? Here at First Avenue, we'll direct you to the right professionals and hold your hand every step of the way. Connect with us on our social media platforms, get your questions answered, and find out where we are off to next. Thank you once again for watching. See you next week as we highlight the most searched properties and the driving factors. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.